Senator Jeff Flake not comfortable voting for Brett Kavanaugh without hearing from accuser. Senator Jeff Flake complicated the White House's efforts to get a swift confirmation vote on the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh to the U.S. Supreme Court, indicating Sunday that he wants to hear from the woman who is accusing the judge of sexual assault decades ago. In an interview with Politico, Flake, the retiring one-term Arizona Republican, signaled that the complaint from Christine Blasey Ford should be scrutinized before the Senate Judiciary Committee weighs sending Kavanaugh's nomination to the chamber as a whole in a vote Thursday. Ford publicly identified herself to the Washington Post as the woman at the center of an allegation that held up the committee's work on Kavanaugh's nomination last week. Flake sits on the influential panel, which vets judicial nominees and votes to recommend whether or not they should be confirmed by the full Senate. If they push forward without any attempt with hearing what she had to say, I'm not comfortable voting yes, Flake told Politico. We need to hear from her. And I don't think I'm alone in this. Flake could not immediately be reached for comment on the report. Without Flake's support, the Senate could have to bypass the Judiciary Committee and directly vote on Kavanaugh's nomination. Kavanaugh now is a judge on the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Washington, D.C., often considered the nation's #2 most important court. Flake's reluctance on the nomination once again puts him in the position of crossing President Donald Trump, whom he has repeatedly excoriated as unpresidential. Trump has ridiculed Flake as weak and insufficiently conservative. The high-profile ranker helped push Flake to quit his re-election bid last year. While Flake said he wanted to hear from Ford, he did not suggest Kavanaugh's nomination should be withdrawn. I'm not responding to that question at all, he told Politico. The Judiciary Committee Chairman, Senator Chuck Grassley, R.I.R. is reportedly seeking follow-up calls to Kavanaugh and Ford since she has gone public with her graphic accusations of an attack while the two were in high school in Maryland in the 1980s. On Friday, Grassley publicly noted the support of 65 women who knew Kavanaugh at that time in his life. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, R. Kentucky, has long said he expected Kavanaugh's nomination to be considered by the Senate before the Supreme Court begins its next term at the beginning of October. Democrats have sought to slow the confirmation process, in part because they have asked to review the full paper trail in his legal career, which includes a stint as staff secretary for President George W. Bush, a position that gave him access to screening and editing documents given to Bush. Ford's accusations became known late in the Judiciary Committee's consideration, but have jolted a nomination that appeared headed toward a confirmation vote. Allegations of sexual assault have gained newfound consideration after last year's Sign Me Too movement that led to a series of high-profile resignations in the world of politics, entertainment and the media. Former Representative Trent Franks, an 8-term Arizona Republican, was among those who exited in disgrace. Senate Democrats pointed to the national reckoning as a reason to slow down Kavanaugh's confirmation schedule. Senator Patty Murray, D. Washington, said it would be inconceivable and abhorrent to hold a vote on this nominee in the coming days. Senator Ed Markey, D. Massachusetts, said, "Let's believe women when they come forward."